Well, good afternoon, beloved. This is your girl Sharon once again from my front seat. And here I am giving God all praise, honor, and glory for what? For a brand new day. Is this 4 days in a row? It is Sunday, about almost 5:30 here on the West Coast. And just making my way home. Beautiful day in the Lord on today. Interesting day in the Lord today. Amen. So as we know, the coronavirus is around and people are kind of, do we have service? Do we not have service? Y'all don't come for me, okay? Please, please, please don't come for me. I give God the glory for the day. I really do. And what truly blessed me, I guess I can turn the heater off. We used wisdom with breakfast on this morning. And so Sister Priscilla, she made the most delicious homemade burritos. Okay. And then everyone, so they had the hot meal, the coffee, the burrito, right? We set up a coffee station. I mean, we used the precautions that we were supposed to use. Sister Kim, sack lunches, you had 2 sandwiches, chips, wafers, peanut butter, and turkey, okay? Oh, maybe I should turn the car off. Let's see. Got a little rattle, a jiggle or something there. Okay, so we had nice breakfast, and then we also gave the snack bags or the lunch bags. Some ate theirs there, some took with them. Beloved, the blessing in it was this. The people let us know that where they normally would go on Sunday afternoons for their dinner or their lunch, those churches were not open today. God gave wisdom. Brother Art said, why don't we do sack lunches? Sister Priscilla, we need something hot. Sister Kim, yes, something hot or warm in the bellies. Beloved, God gave wisdom to the group. And when I tell you, the people received their hot meal, their lunch bag was filled enough to where they could eat for lunch as well as dinner. So the places where they would have gone for their dinner or for their supper or their dinner or supper or lunch or dinner, beloved, the doors were shut today. So right there, God blessed us. And it was through God. It's for his name's sake that the men and women who came to the church this morning for breakfast, they received food enough for the entire day. I give God the glory for that. So when I think about the decision, do we open, do we go, do we not? Beloved, there was nothing inside of me that said, Sharon, keep the doors closed today. Nothing inside of me said that. And I tell you what rested in my spirit. And this is just my opinion. This is just what's in my heart. And we know opinions are like earlobes. We all got them, right? I guess if we have ears. Okay, anyway. What rested in my heart was this. It's God who keeps the doors open. It's God who provides and makes a way for the doors to be open every month, every Sunday. And I just didn't feel like I had the right, or nothing said to me, don't open up today. I understand wisdom. I understand what the CDC is saying, our local officials are saying. I know all of that, right? However, beloved, I just kind of feel like as pastor, it was my responsibility to have the doors open. Now, it was your responsibility whether or not to come. My responsibility to have the doors open. Your responsibility whether or not to come. Now, I told somebody, I said, well, we don't have 250 members, so we good. Oh, no, it's 50. We don't have 49 or 50 members, so we're good, right? But beloved, I just kind of feel, and this is just me, correct me if I'm wrong. I just sort of think, and if you have 250 members, you have a staff of ministers, associate pastors, elders, ministerial staff. And if you have 250 members, you no doubt have, Apostle Lindsay said this morning also, she said, you got some extra rooms. And this pastor could have taken 49 folk in this room. This pastor could have taken 49 folk in that room. This minister could have taken, 72 folk in that room. Or if you with the no more than 250, she said you could have taken, I go to another church after our service, right? You could have put 175 in this room, 175 in that room. And we have all these ministers, all these elders, all this staff. Yet the doors were closed. And if we have that many members, it seems like maybe some could have met other places. I don't know. I'm just saying, don't come for me. This is just what's in my heart. And I just share that to say this. I'm grateful to God that where I serve, the doors were open. And I know that as a pastor, you have to do as God directs you to do for the parishioners that he has put in your hands. I'm simply saying where I serve, I'm so glad the doors were open, because not only did God provide for the men and women of the community to get breakfast, beloved, they left with lunch. Beloved, they also left with enough food for dinner. Because the other churches, the churches that have the big numbers, where they normally go for their lunch and dinner, beloved, those doors were closed today. So I'm grateful to God. I told my husband this morning, I said, honey, and I don't say this being sarcastic, but many are called, few are chosen. I said, and for this right here, I've been chosen. That's just how I see it. The doors were open. The men and women were served. They had their breakfast, and I give God the glory. So I pray that God would give the divine intervention for how the churches who were closed this day, that maybe next week, if we're still under the same, restraints or considerations for the people, that perhaps on next week that God would give, I believe Apostle Regina Lindsay used the word strategy, so that the doors can be open. That's just me. I mean, we don't know from day to day, but I do know on this day how glad I am the doors were open. This is your girl, Sharon. Forgive me if I overstep my bounds, but I'm out, y'all. Deuces.